I was wondering if you could speak a little bit on the art of asking questions. I feel questions come up sometimes, and then most of the time they settle. Right? They are answered somehow, or the need for the question subsides, or I hear it from someone else, the answer. And somehow it feels like you have to know the answer to ask a question as well.
Absolutely right, yes.
So it's like this...
Your question actually comes from the intuition of the answer. Yeah. It's just that you know when you can't remember somebody's name, and you feel that you say that their name's on the tip of my tongue, by which you mean their name. It's in your mind. It's there. You know their name, but their name is just outside that part of your mind that you have access to at that moment. So you don't know their name, but you know their name is just outside. So you do know their name, but you don't know that you know that. You know that experience. Mm-hmm. So then you ask the question, what is their name? But that question arises because you know their name. Your mind is just trying to bring it into focus. It's unfocused in your mind. But the question, what is their name? It's just this invitation for the name to come into focus. It's the same. Your question, you know the answer. We all have an intuition of the answer. The purpose of the question is just to bring that intuition into focus. And the answer, the purpose of the answer, is just to make the knowledge that you already have available to you. And it was beautiful. You said to begin with, I want to ask about the art of asking a question. You're absolutely right. There's an art to answering a question, but there's an art to asking a question, to sitting with your question and distilling the question until it's really clear. I used to sit with my questions in the early days for 2 or 3 days, allowing the question to formulate itself in my mind really clearly. I used to think that if my question took more than one sentence, I was not clear enough about what I really wanted to know. And if you can really condense your question and distill your question so that it's really clear, 1 or 2 sentences, then all you need is just a little hint, and you get it. Whereas if your question takes 10 minutes, not only does it make it difficult for me to find the real question, because I have to do the distilling process for you. I have to first distill the question. What is the question in this 10 minutes? So it makes it more difficult for an answer to appear in my mind that is tailored to your real question. So you're absolutely right that there's a real art to asking a question. I used to say asking the right question was 50% of receiving the answer, but it's more than that. It's 80%.
Thanks. Yeah. I feel almost like maybe it's enough to be with the question. And
that's also very true. That's also very true. To first of all distill the question, and then to sit with it for 24 hours. Because the real answer, even if the answer is given to you from outside, the real answer to your question is your own understanding. If you don't understand the answer, you don't feel that your question has been answered. Yes, you heard the words, but you don't feel, I'm satisfied. Why? Because it's not the answer that satisfies you, it's the understanding that satisfies you. And nobody can give you understanding. Somebody can evoke the understanding in you, but the understanding it takes place in yourself. So yes, take time to distill the question and then live with it. live with it, spend time with it, really ponder it, and then that's your way of inviting the answer to come directly from inside you rather than mediated through another person.
Great, thank you.